What if I told you that the world as we know it is coming to an end? Did y'all know that the US dollar is losing its value? Soon, cash will be looked at as nothing more than a piece of paper. I told you a while ago that the elites of this world is aiming for a cashless society. We want everything to run off one digital currency because digital currency allows the banking and the tech elites to control everything. So now the government can track all our payments. If you piss the government off, they can just take the money out your account. And you can't use no cash to make no purchases. They have already been slowly setting us up for a cashless society. They want everything to become digital. They want everything to be ran by AI technology. Do y'all understand how dangerous this AI shit is? Did y'all know that AI technology can copy your face and mimic your voice and act like that you're saying something that you're not? There's also software out there that allows you to type anything in and AI will create an image for you. They're making AI to have its own consciousness. A Google engineer says AI has become sentient. What does that actually mean? Sentient means self-awareness. Why would they create a robot to have self-awareness? That reminds me of the movie I, Robot that came out almost 20 years ago. The robots became self-aware and tried to take over the world. Now you got to think about where did they get the idea to make this movie and why? Don't just be spending millions of dollars on movie production for our entertainment. Called predictive programming. That's why we look at all this robot and AI shit as normal because they kept putting it in our face our entire life. At one point in time, robots was only a conspiracy for the future. Now there's a whole robot company that will pay you $200,000 to put your face on a robot. Mind you, this is the same world where we pay for water. Y'all don't think there's no downside to this? If you don't wake up to this world, you will fall with it. Make sure y'all follow for more. I love y'all. This is how you know if you're going through a spiritual awakening and your entire life is about to change. Now, a spiritual awakening is you coming to the realization that you are not this body. You are the soul inside the body. Most humans stay unconscious of that their entire life, but most of y'all have a natural spiritual awakening. If you're going through a spiritual awakening, life just start to feel different. You start to feel detached from reality. Life been the same your entire life, and now all of a sudden, recently, everything just feels different. Because your awareness level is starting to raise and you're starting to see how life wasn't what you think it was this whole time. They call this derealization and act like it's a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing at all. Number 2, you've been questioning your beliefs. Ever since you was a kid, you was taught to learn about God or whatever you believe in. All that information came from another human. Your spiritual awakening allows you to detach from all these beliefs and connect back with your intuition. But your brain, your ego, doesn't want you to accept the fact that you're questioning your beliefs, so you push it off to a side. A lot of y'all grew up Christian and don't want to go to hell, but that's a part of the programming. Number 3, you've been seeing a lot of angel numbers, a lot of coincidences and synchronicities been happening to you. Life is supposed to be synchronized. We are supposed to be on a divine pattern. But when you're not connected with your soul, when you're not connected with your higher self, it's like you're just all human. So life is like a free-for-all. So when you start seeing these numbers and synchronicities start to happen, that's a sign that you're getting in tune with your higher self. Another thing, you've been feeling real alone lately. And that's perfectly fine. When you're having a spiritual awakening, you're connecting with your true self. So you start to feel like that you don't relate to nobody like you usually did. All these people out here is not connected with themselves. They just programmed by society. But the more that you connect with yourself, it's the more that you feel like that you don't fit in. I can get way deeper on this, so make sure that y'all follow for more. I love y'all.
What is it like having a spiritual awakening? Now, if you're a person just not hopping on your journey, I advise y'all to really watch this video. First, what you have to understand is everything is going to change about your whole entire reality and how you feel internally. Because everything that you once knew about this world, this place has drastically changed within you. That's a good thing because now you're woke. You can see through the veil. Once you start to raise your vibration through meditation, then it's going to be way more easier for you to connect with your higher self. If you don't know what the higher self is, it's located right above your crown chakra. That's what you call the higher self. It's where all the wisdom lies at, the pineal gland, the seat of the soul. And if you're wondering where you be getting all those brilliant ideas and mysterious thoughts, it's coming from your third eye. You don't just have 2 eyes, y'all. We have a third eye. When you meditate, you stimulate the pituitary gland, which then open the third eye so that way you can see through the veil. That's why throughout your spiritual awakening process, it can be kind of painful. Because now that your third eye is open, you can see through everything. Like I told y'all before, the third eye opens your mind up to see through the veil. And it's not going to be always easy for people just not getting on this spiritual journey because the way that you used to look at life is going to drastically change when you open your third eye. Or should I just say when you have your spiritual awakening? Even the people that you're hanging around right now, you're probably realizing that these people have no value for you. So now you get another wake-up call like, dang, I got fake friends around me. Now you get to that point in your life where you got to isolate yourself and just be in solitude. To be honest with you, that's a good thing when you're in solitude on your spiritual journey because now you get to gain more knowledge. You get to learn more about yourself. You probably had a whole bunch of friends that you used to hang around and you couldn't be yourself around them. Now that you finally by yourself and you on your spiritual journey, now you could do research and look up all the stuff that you be thinking about. But it's just your ego. Your ego is the one that's so attached to the physical realm. So now you feel like you can't be yourself when you're around certain people. That's okay that you get in that feeling because I had that same feeling when I got on my spiritual journey too. I felt like everybody around me was just going to be judging me like nobody couldn't understand me. me. It kind of made me lose myself. Like I felt like nobody didn't fuck with me just because I was learning all this knowledge and stuff. But that was just my ego. You see what I'm saying? You gotta have that balance. Once you start to go through this process of awakening, it's going to be painful, but at the end of the tunnel, it's a light. Things is going to start changing for the better. You're going to start getting back connected with nature. You might even go vegan because you're going to realize that the food that you're eating is lowering your vibration. Everybody know meat is dead, right? It doesn't have no type of energy in it. Why would you consume something that has no type of energy in it and it doesn't have a life force? It's dead. These thoughts are going to be running through your mind when you have your spiritual journey. But when you was asleep, when you didn't know anything, you didn't have these type of thoughts because you're more conscious and aware now. You see, that's what happens when you get more spiritual. You become more conscious and aware. You're going to actually think about the things that you're doing in your life. Like, okay, I'm eating meat. Is I'm actually supposed to be eating this stuff? Nothing is going to make sense anymore because everything that you have been told about this world is a lie. So now that you found out that the people running this world don't care about your health and they don't care about your educational system because school don't teach you anything. So that's another wake up call. That's why majority of the people that's successful today in the world would tell you that college and school is a scam because it's pointless. I can ask you right now, what did you learn from school? You would tell me nothing because what they teach you in there is just a whole bunch of bullcrap and indoctrination. That's another reason why a lot of people were forced to wake up anyways and become spiritual. It's because this system didn't teach us about ourselves anyway.